Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. This is our cozy and realistic no mod series where we play as General of the Minutemen, working to rebuild the Commonwealth one settlement at a time. And today we are back here building at Jamaica Plain. We've got a lovely rainy morning going on here in the Commonwealth. I hope wherever you are having a lovely and cozy day as well. But let's get right into it. I think we're going to be able to do a lot of decorating today because we downsized the bunker last time because we were pushing that size limit. Am I in? Yeah. We are pushing that size limit already. So I'm trying to make sure that we have room to do all the things that we want to do in here. But I think we'll be able to decorate some stuff. That's what I'm hoping. And if we're not, we might push a little bit with either the glitch where you drop a gun and then scrap it, or we might try and do that in a more organic way. Some of you have told me, I can't get into that church, that there's some stuff in the buildings around here that we can grab and drag into the settlement and scrap from there. I don't think we can scrap any of these skeletons, but it would just be so cool if we could like push these the cars closer in. I think we'd need like a tire to do that. I think it's possible. You just need the right junk to force it close enough for that to happen. We don't see any tires laying around. I mean, we do. Are they grabbable tires though? No, I don't think I can pick these up. Dang, the fact that there is a pile of tires right there, though, what a fun coincidence. This house is the blocked off house. I still don't think that there's much we can do with it, and the fact that we filled up this size limit pretty much already, I really don't think there's much we can do with it. But that's okay. Let's actually, instead of continuing on in the bunker, I would love if we could work on... I hear like a helicopter. Do you guys hear like a helicopter, or is that just the generators? If we see a helicopter, I'll feel very validated. Oh, what do you know? I'm telling you, coincidences all around. This is going to be a great day. I know, but look at all the fun coincidences we've seen already. I think we're going to start with this barracks house because then once we have those beds down, we can get rid of these sleeping bags, this like don't be mad at me setup in the meantime. And I'm hoping that getting rid of this, this, and this will really help us with the build limit here. That's my hope. We are still kind of in the early morning dawn, so I'm going to put on my Pip-Boy just a little bit. And then I'm wondering how we can... Wow, that helicopter's really circling around. I'm wondering how we can make this look sort of Minutemen aligned right off the bat, because this is our barracks. And I think that a flag would do nicely to help with that. And then we want doors back on these doorways. Jesus! You saw that too, right? Oh my god! What's happening? We don't need to get derailed again. I know last time I went off and I did some defending the checkpoint thing, but what the heck? Did they just drop some Brotherhood Knights? Nope, that's my turret. Yeah, I really just see the... What the heck was that, man? You just yeeted that baby stroller. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Run away, Preston! You didn't die, did you? I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm sorry. Can I stim pack you?
Hey, what is it?
How do I... I don't know how. A bunch of caps. There was a bottle cap mine. We better go back to the settlement, bud. It's a good thing we're doing a fortified build here, to be honest. With that out of the way... Sorry, Preston. That was my bad. I set it off and I left him right in the fire line. I'm so sorry, Preston. Will something snap here? No, it doesn't look like it. So I think we'll have to do our a pillar glitch to make this happen. We got a lot of gunshots going off in the background, but you know what? Sometimes that just is life in the Commonwealth. Ooh, I like something like this or this. It doesn't seem too big, does it? It's the same size as the other doors. Because this is the back door. Okay, the helicopters are starting to annoy me. It might just be louder in my headphones than it is for you. I think I've turned down the volume that the game records on OBS. But if it's annoying for you too, let me know. I can adjust those settings in the future. We are all about learning new ways to do this together. Who are they fighting? I don't even know. How do you feel about the Brotherhood of Steel? Because I've never joined the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't really get the appeal. At least in Fallout 4. I know they're different in other games. I'm just moving this out of the way. Now let's grab that door. We might have to try a few times with this. I don't expect to get it right on the first try, but we might. Hey, we really might. You never know. I hope that opens. Oh, we're already in the yellow size limit already. Oh, dang, that opens the wrong way. And there was another door here? How did I miss that? Hold on. Oh, well. We'll scrap it because it would not have been as secure. Ugh, I don't like that it opens this way, but do I not like it enough to redo it? I think so, to be honest. See, I told you we wouldn't get there on our first try. And that's okay. We're using this doorway instead just because it's the first one I grabbed. This won't snap now that I've removed the other door, will it? I didn't think so. Okay. There we go. That's the way we want it to open now. Let me go ahead and close it. And let's get a pillar back. Ah, see now that the helicopter... They're not called helicopters. The vertibirds have passed. I don't know if anybody else who, plays this much Fallout runs into this issue like I do, but sometimes I forget what's just Fallout and what's real. You know what I mean? I had a friend go to Google's conference in Vegas recently, and I referred to it as New Vegas. Unironically, I forgot what Vegas was called because I've been playing so much Fallout New Vegas. And everybody laughed at me. And by everybody, I mean like 2 coworkers who teased me for it in good fun. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's actually a really, really good fit. Oh, and that really does, that seals off this back area. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. That's very satisfying. Let's do another door on this side, but it doesn't have to be as fortified a door. And let's make sure there's not already a door in this doorway, and we'll check more thoroughly this time. Well, I wouldn't mind this. It feels kind of barracksy. Yeah, actually. Or this even. I kind of love this. It's a little more airy, but it still feels... It has the importance that I would want for a door on a Minutemen barracks like this. And we'll double check before we place it that whichever one we pick opens the correct way. Will this... Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And I'm just checking. The doors don't snap here either. No, but we might not even need a pillar glitch. I still think we should because it'll get us closer. This would be a little... Oh, actually, hold up. That's pretty dang close. If we like open the door a little tiny bit. How close is that? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's see if we can't get it a little closer with a pillar glitch. But if we can't, we know what we're doing. That's gorgeous. I hope I've left enough space on ground so that it won't be too lifted. Oh, that's really satisfying. Look, that is built in. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, that's magnificent. Absolutely glorious. Beautiful. Okay. So we'll shut the doors for now. I wonder if that'll dampen the sound of the vertebrates at all. I don't know. I also didn't realize that the picket fence we put upstairs is clipping through the downstairs like this. But that's okay. I don't mind it too much. Okay. Didn't I just close this door? I don't know what happened. I'm confused about this line of sunlight, but I'm not going to worry about it. So downstairs, it would be nice if they had like a kitchen. Vertibird. It's getting closer, I swear. They do have the restaurant that we're building inside the bunker. So I guess we don't really need to give them a kitchen down here. It's just nice in any living space to have a place to reheat food and stuff. It could just be a living area. We could have tables for like a briefing area. Actually, I don't hate the idea of a briefing area at all. If we had chairs facing a direction and then some couches. Let's see how many beds we need though, because this could also be a good space for, we wall off part of it. We make it another like smaller bedroom. Let's see how many beds we need. We already did the door up here, which I'm grateful for. And we should put together the bathroom pieces that we need in here. Because again, we're running low on space. And I want to make sure that we don't completely run out of space. If this little outshoot area shed thing had been here already, I think that this toilet would do just fine here. But because this is a new addition by the Minutemen, I think they would have scavenged a proper, like, clean steel toilet from a local vault. So let's give them one of those. And we'll do a sink. Gotta wash your hands. That's nice. It's simple. Maybe a little... I was going to say little end table, but I also really like those, what are they called? Carts? I don't think they're in here. I think they're in decorations miscellaneous. Or furniture miscellaneous. These things. It's like still, it brings the metally bit together. But it's like, you know, a little cleaner, a little more cohesive of a design. Yeah, that's lovely. We can drop some junk in here as well. Is there like a mounted thing that might be cute? Oh, I kind of like that. I know it's the first thing I pulled up, but I like it a lot. Okay, these vertebrates are actually driving me a little crazy. Once we put down a bed, maybe we take a little nap for an hour and just see if that gets them to move away. I've talked about loving these hospital beds. I know not everybody does. I said that last time, and some people in the comments agreed just because they're kind of messy. I know a lot of people use the beds from Creation Club stuff. I don't mind that they look dirty. I do wish that they had blankets on them just because I can't imagine just sleeping raw like this. Am I forcing too many? This one could go this way. And that way their head isn't right by the bathroom. Same with this guy, honestly. Maybe these two. Face this way. I know that's very anti-feng shui because I think the rule is like your feet shouldn't face the entrance of the room, and that is kind of what this is. Maybe we fix that though with another picket fence piece. Is that in structures? I hear somebody coming up the steps. You see what I mean? If we like redirect the eye, it's not it's not bad, honestly. It's not necessary. I think we can accomplish the same goal with a chair or something that would sort of redirect them visually. Like this, but not this one. Okay, I am going to nap for an hour and hope that in that time the vertibird flies away, which did not happen. Maybe another hour-long nap? No, they're just there. I don't remember them being a problem in the last 2 episodes we did, so maybe that's just how they are today. A lot of Brotherhood activity in the area. That's all right. Okay, these are our barracks, so I want to be conscious of giving them some storage for their personal effects in a way where everybody has something similar. Like, everybody should have a way to store their own stuff. Vertebrates are getting closer. And maybe that looks like a footlocker. How close can I get the footlocker? I hear Preston opening doors. That's what's happening. There we go. Everybody gets one of these. Standard issue. Compliments of the Minutemen. Can't I get that straight? There we go. And there you go. There. Okay. Lovely start to a barracks here. And then I think it's nice too if they have like a nightstand or somewhere to display more personal items. I mean, in my case, that'd be charge my phone, but I don't think they have phones that need to charge. But maybe an alarm clock or picture frame. You know, there's junk that makes sense on a nightstand table. Why doesn't this want to go here? Did I put this bed too close to the corner? I think it just keeps jumping outside. We'll nudge it there. Sometimes it looks really close to that corner and sometimes it just pops out of the way. Maybe if I move the bed to the left, we'll have some more luck. Yes, we will. Never mind, I spoke too soon. It was green for like half a second. Oh well, it's not bad where it is, so we'll let sleeping dogs lie. Okay, that's nice. They each get one of those. I'm looking at my recording settings to try and make sure that my voice at least is louder than the vertibirds going on. I'm sure you'll let me know. I think for these two, because they have more room in between, they can share a proper dresser, and then they each get half to put items on top. Yeah. I think that's nice. These walls, the wallpaper is so lovely, this distressed floral leafy motif. But I think it would complement nice, like a traditional framed painting. Or maybe that blends in too much with the background. Maybe what we want is something more abstract. Ah, I love this one, this like bomb one. This one, I'm pretty sure too, if I'm remembering correctly, was also used as a background set decoration in the Fallout show. And I recognized it. I got so excited over it because I love it. It's one of my favorites. But I think it doesn't quite fit here. Oh, I forgot about these portrait ones. These actually work really well for a Minutemen bunker setup. Maybe not above the bed. And this space might be a little too small. So I think here is actually the right place for this. Oh, that's lovely. That's really cool. Any other miscellanea that makes sense here? I do want this to feel like, I mean, a home for them because it is where they live permanently. But also it could be a good place to display like a weapon rack or two. You know, it's still barracks, so they would have to hang their Ooh, that's actually really good. Like that. Oh, I like that a lot. And then same here, maybe... Ooh, or maybe a smaller one over each of their beds. Yeah. Let's see what we have on us to load up. I don't remember what I've been using, but also we have God mode on for this settlement build. So I'm not too worried about having the right weapons on us. I would rather use them for decoration if they're going to look good as decoration. Do a pipe pistol. Did that not display? Oh, no, because I picked it right back up, didn't I? That was my bad. Let's do that. There we go. This one can hold something slightly larger. What do we have that's slightly larger? We do have a fat man, but I think that's way too large. Pipe pistol might. Oh, we can do this never-ending lever action rifle. I'm not using it, and it would be cool to have like a fancy one there for them. It looks so small on the weapon rack. I wish we could put more things on the weapon rack, but for this, I think it's okay. Here we go. Oh, I really like this. It's a little minimal still, and we can put down junk without increasing the settlement build limit. So let's do that. We don't need a bag of cement. I wouldn't hate if one of them had a baseball, so let's drop that just in case. Cans, though, probably not. But a cigar box I could buy. Cigar box. Oh, let's give one of them a drinking glass. Although this might be the drinking glass that looks a little too clean. So we might pick it back up. Comfy pillow. I think if one of them has pillows, I'd want them all to have pillows, and I only have 3. Ooh, definitely a desktop picture frame. Let's do 2 of those. Oop, I didn't mean to go all the way left. And let's drop 1 desk fan for the dresser. I love sleeping with a fan on, and I imagine some of them would too. Let's drop a regular drinking glass just in case that other one is too clean. Ooh, should we do a vase in the bathroom? Or does that feel too cottagecore-y and not like Minutemen barracks enough? It might be nice. I mean, they're dried flowers. It's not like they have to keep them watered. Handcuffs, I passed handcuffs, and I thought that kind of does feel like a Minutemen barrack police-y kind of thing, but also handcuffs in a bedroom have a very different vibe than in a like security station. Yeah, I don't think they'd have the rest of these like in a bedroom. Straight up rib cage and pelvis? Yeah, probably not. If there was a way to display the rib cage and pelvis, though, that would be really cool downstairs in Liv's clinic. Straw pillow. We could do a mix of comfy and straw pillows. That'd be nice for them. I really do hate that the beds don't have sheets or, let's do a toothbrush as well. Sheets or pillows. I don't want that baseball to roll away. Some of these I do want to place in workshop mode, like the desk fan. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I hoped it would do. And the picture frames, sometimes the picture frames are weird about clipping through things, but sometimes we get lucky and they float back up to the top. That was not a case where we got lucky. So we'll just put that there for now so we can grab it again. I don't know why their collision mesh is so off-center. Forget how to do this. There we go. Nope. Nope. I'm sure there's rhyme or reason to how to position things on these different axes, but I cannot seem to figure it out. So we just kind of guess randomly until it looks kind of right. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I hit caps lock by accident. That's why I'm moving slow. Oh, the drinking glass is the weirdly clean one. And this clean drinking glass actually looks appropriately dirtier. That's fascinating. Well, clean drinking glass it is then. We'll leave that on the bedside table so it can be like, you know, getting a glass of
Guess you
water.
got your reasons, but that just looks like junk to me.
Preston, I don't know why Preston's confused about this. Maybe because he doesn't brush his teeth. Put that there. Maybe it's just one of them that has a toothbrush. And they either all share or they all make fun of one guy for brushing his teeth. Let's see if we have any more luck with this on one of these. No, I don't think we will. And I don't want to risk it falling through the floor, so let's just grab it properly. We'll grab the cigar box as well. Actually, maybe this guy gets the cigar box. And then this guy back here gets the picture frame. Ooh, those were some good rotational axes that we got. And let's give maybe the baseball over here, because technically this guy on the left just has the fan. Okay, that's lovely. So now they've got their weapons storage, their personal effects storage, some clothing storage, some personal items, drinking glass, cigars. That feels really nice. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, and now that we have, oh, Preston spooked me. Now that we have the extra beds, I'm hoping we can scrap this and get that size limit down just a tiny bit. We only have 4 people still. I guess I am still hoping for a few more. Yeah, clinic's good. Clinic looks great. You're gorgeous, babe. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's do... This is really dark. And I don't think we need to do more electricity in it, but I do think it could be really nice with something like an oil lamp. Good, the cicadas are back. Did that help at all? Kind of. It adds a little bit of a glow. And then we can do some of the folding chairs out here for them. Yeah, it's nice if you have this sort of space to be able to sit. I actually think this would look better on the ground. I wanted it to be elevated initially, but I kind of like that. It's like cozy. Okay, that's nice. We still have to figure out what we're doing here. I swear to God, whoever is opening this door. Okay, we're so close to the size limit, so I don't want to do anything too complicated. I really don't hate the idea of a briefing area. But we could also just do cozy, what's the word I'm looking for? Rec room sort of vibes. Like we could do this couch here. Another couch here. And then a proper, I think this would be good for a game table. This coffee table. And if we scooch this over, then we have room, or actually the bookshelf might be a little too wide. Ooh, but the bureau could fit there. How do we feel about that? Too cramped? It might feel a little too cramped. I had hoped, yeah, the bookshelf I think is going to be too wide for that. I would prefer the bookshelf like this. Because I think that'd be a nice place for them to store board games and stuff. Okay. It feels empty. Could we do another bookshelf here? We could, but I don't think that solves the problem. We could do one of these shelves. We could do one of these shelves. I think what I want to do is the side table looking thing, and I always forget if it's in tables or, oh, yes, it is. It's kind of weirdly floating on top of that rubble, because if I push it too far back, it's going to look disconnected. That's okay, because really all I want to do here is give them a little setup for like coffee, because I saw we had a kettle on us. And I think if you're working as a Minuteman at this Minutemen, bunker, you've got a lot of checkpoints. You've got a lot of Brotherhood of Steel floating above you. Like, this would be kind of a stressful place to be. So instead of putting a briefing room here in their, like, home barracks, I think having a setup to get coffee or at least some warm drink would be really nice. There we go. Oh, I only had one coffee mug. We could get more, or I could look for other drink containers. I probably couldn't drink out of these other things, though. We're probably not out of a large beaker. We can come back with more. Like, I want this area to feel more like a break. Do I have a chessboard or a blast radius? Maybe some toys. I know that feels a little childish, but I still feel like it'd feel nice to come home to. Oh, there was a alarm clock that we could have put in the room upstairs. Let's go back up to B for blast radius or C for chessboard. Chessboard? Blast radius? Do I not have either? Okay, we might have to come back. We're hoping to assign somebody to the general store in the bunker, so maybe once we do that, maybe they'll have some... Oop, that's not what I meant to do. I just wanted to change the rotation axis. Maybe they'll have some stuff like board games. I hope we get more people. I feel like our recruiting beacon has sort of, whoops, stagnated. Probably because the settlement's so full. They won't even let people come in with luggage. There we go. And trifold flag. Yeah, feels important. We want them to feel. I know, it's so, like, sterile. And I would do a lot more furniture in here if we had the room. But we really don't. We'll do this, at least. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not the most well lit, but I think that's okay for now. Yeah, I like how this barracks is turning out. I think that's okay for now. This vertibird, I should have fast traveled away and fast traveled back. I probably could have done that. All right, we need more people. How many people do we have? We have 4. I know we have live in the clinic. We have this farmer. Oh, I don't recognize this farmer. You're another farmer. You were the original farmer, and then I assigned a second farmer. We actually don't need a second farmer because we only have 4 people. So do you want to come own a shop? Do you want to be our general trader? That could actually help me out right now. I feel like I named you in the first episode, and then I forgot. Because you were Liv's brother. Which means I named you Finn? Maybe? Or Jake. It was one of the two. I know those are very different. I'm just going off of vibes. Hopefully he'll go in here soon, and then we can buy off of him. This, I think, was Farina and her little cooking setup, which is so cute. And then we've got some good chairs here. We've got some more beds here. Yeah, we should be set on beds, which is good. The trading shop I do want to decorate, and this weapons shop we do need somebody for, and I'm going to want to do the display weapon racks here. Yeah, let's start layering up this wall with how that could look. Because I think it would just be like a collection of different ones with some like varying textures. That's cool, you know? It looks like what I would hope it would look like. Ooh, we can probably fit, yeah, long one there. I think we have a minigun on us. That would look well. We have been using the minigun for decorating, which we should go back at some point to see how that decoration sort of held up. This fits. Yeah, it's a little big. Maybe we shrink the living area back here just a touch so we can fit that in, because this, it doesn't need to be this big. I don't think. Just like an extra foot. We won't be crashing into the lights, will we? No. Yeah, that still gives us a decent amount of living space for them there. Just freeze us up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so we can have both this and the weapon rack. Yeah, oh, that's lovely. And let's grab a chair for whoever's going to work here. Something high and thin, kind of out of the way. Just like a stool. Yeah, because if you're going to be on your feet here all day, that could be nice, I think. And then not an actual welcome mat, but just like one of these to serve as like a signifier that you're entering a different space. Oh, I think this is a really nice. Ooh. Yeah, just like a nice armory. And again, let's see what weapons I have. Do we want to get rid of the Fat Man? I mean, we did use it for some decoration, but we can pick up another one. It looks so good here. I am worried, as I'm putting this down, I am very worried that they're going to start grabbing these weapons to fight with, because they do tend to do that. And the pipe rifle. Oh, you know what? I am a little worried about them taking the machine gun and doing real damage with it. So let's see if the submachine gun can't go here instead. Yeah, okay, they can't. But what about this? Is that not heavy enough? It looks big. Let's try and put that on the top one. Which one was that? This one? That looks good there. Yeah, it's not as big as I thought it was. And then this one, I think this too, I think it only holds one, even though it's like a bigger... Let's see what happens. Yeah, I can only put the one. Yeah, that just looks kind of dinky next to the other one. That's okay. We'll leave the shop owner to figure out how they want to do these things. Pipe pistol there. What do you think? Do we give them the Fat Man? I think we'll have another episode here. So you guys tell me if I should properly give them the Fat Man or get another heavy weapon for this. Or wait till we have somebody and they're selling something like that and then just buy it from them and put it in ourselves. Okay, that really does make the weapon stand setup much nicer. I hear something kind of jangling. I feel like somebody has messed something up. Oh, is somebody working out? I forgot we put that there. Oh, good for her. Getting some reps in. Okay, general store. I think we have time to decorate the general store. Maybe, because this is... Both of these serve as sort of, you know, stock for the Minutemen. So the armor, that's their armory. That's where they're going to get their weapons. I know this is technically general and not armor like Minuteman gear specifically, but this would still be where they get their Minuteman gear. So I think we still put that here. Use that one. Oh, that's cool. For a general store, that's nice. And then we could do, all right, below that, we could do a tool chest. We could do a crate. We could do a vault trunk. I actually love the vault trunk. Is there still enough room for the person, though? I feel like this should be able to go closer to the wall. But it's red in so many areas. Maybe we use a little mat to get that one closer to the corner. Ooh, I kind of like this this rug for it. Let's set it up over here. Which is, it feels intentional on the rug. I love when things feel intentional with the rug glitch. We're not trying to like push it too far through. I just want it out of the way a little bit. I'm hoping that just, yeah, kisses the back now. That's beautiful. And then we'll give this shop owner a chair too. And I know this shop owner doesn't exist yet because we're having trouble attracting people to this settlement for some reason. But I think maybe the general shop owner would be a bit more eclectic. Yeah, so something like this might fit well. And they still have room? Yeah, they still have room. That's really lovely. Oh, I feel like the next thing we put is going to be the last thing that we can hold. I would love, though, for them to be able to sell magazines. There. Oh, see, that's so nice. Let's load up the armor rack with, I'm hoping we have Minutemen stuff, because this is, again, where they would get their Minutemen outfits. Yeah, okay, we do have a Minutemen outfit. Oh, we are out of Minutemen outfits, though. We should get some more. Minutemen hat, Minutemen outfit. Should we put some combat armor on top of this? Combat armor can go on top of the Minuteman stuff, can't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's really nice. That's good. And I love when we use a armor rack like this. I really love using these small lights. And since we have electricity in here, you know, why not? These like track lights. Oh, and that was the last thing I could place. Oh. All right, we've got to either scrap some stuff or figure out how to get into that church and grab some stuff to come back here and scrap. Because I'm not done here, you know? And I really do, I like building within the limits of what the game gives me. Like, I really do tend to say that's, oh, magazines would be in miscellaneous, wouldn't they? I really do say it makes me more creative to be kind of, why is this a paper? I don't know. Oh, guns and bullets would be fun. You know, I thought this would be a good place for like the U.S. Covert Operations Manual, which we can do some of. Actually, we can do a lot of these here. I think these are really good. But then also like some fun ones for them. The moon, a communist doomsday device. Yeah, okay. That's a great mix of like fun magazines for when they're off duty versus like studying up on a proper one. See, that's just really nice. Ah, but this is unfinished. It feels unfinished. I still want to do a dresser in here. It's nighttime. Let's sleep it off. See how things look in the day. See if we can't recruit. You good? Oh, I placed that stool backwards, didn't I? Look at her just staring at the wall. Oh, darling. All right. 10 p.m. Let's sleep for 8 hours. Let's think. Should these beds be just for the store owners? Because we would have... Sorry, I'm trying to crack my knuckles. Oh, what's going on with your shirt there, buddy? It's like bedheaded. We would have the restaurant, we would have weapons, we would have general. So that's 3. And we could fit another bed in this way. Again, assuming we have the size and the build limit, which we currently do not. But there should be a way to like push more in here and scrap. We do have the lovely Minutemen flag here. We could do another flag here. There's more that we could do. And I want to do guard stations too. Like, I really feel like we should have the, where is it? In defense. The guard post, like here and here, kind of looking out, because we'll have some guards. So I think the rest of this episode maybe is just looking for other stuff to push in the settlement and scrap, because I would love to do that before doing the gun glitch. Oh, hello. I can't scrap you. Can I use you to push a car? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know how to move a car. Oh, this looks like it's full of junk though. Oh, and hey, here are the blast radiuses that I wanted. Hey, I'll take all this stuff. But I'll take it by moving it into our settlement so we can move it into the workshop from there. Wait, where is our settlement? This way? No, wait, where's Jamaica Plain? I'm lost. It's just on the other side of this bus, right? Oh wait, there's a loose tire. I'm gonna drop this here. I can't move the cooler. I can't move that egg carton thing. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm holding this. Can I push? What can I push with it? Can I push this cone? Yes. But can I lift up the cone by itself? Yeah, I could just carry this in myself. Is this scrappable? Let's find out. Ooh, I'm outside the settlement limit. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. I think we just... I think that we spend the next few minutes just collecting everything we can to push stuff into the settlement. Which, are you? You're Olivia. I've got a tire. I don't know why there's something about tires that you can sometimes use to like push stuff better. So we're gonna find out. Oh, hello. There's a lot of dead bodies around here. Dang, I thought we could push that car with it. It doesn't seem like the car is movable. Or the light thing. Oop, where did my tire go? And I can't scrap the bodies. I don't think I can move, like, the bench. Yeah. The tires are super useful for moving, like, the ghoul bodies out of the way at, like, Starlight Drive-In. Okay, that's not gonna do much for me. Hi. Yeah, I think we just collect our little scrap pile over here. Can I move these branches? Nope. I could move that or this. Not the bones, though. I can move the bones. We just can't scrap the bones. Now, at this point, you might be thinking to yourself, Regan, just do the gun thing. Just drop some guns and scrap them, because that's functionally the exact same thing that you're doing here right now, right? Like, it is, and I know it is. For some reason, this feels less like cheating to me. And I don't know why. I think it's because maybe these items do already exist in this cell, so I'm less worried about going past the build limit if we have cleaned up some of the items that it's rendering in the same area. But maybe that's just wishful thinking. Sometimes I just do things because they feel right, and that really is it. Okay, where was that neat little shop thing? Over here? Can I bring these? These actually seem like something that could be scrapped and are movable. Hey! Yeah, I don't know if they actually are. Oh, look, I've got it on the edge of the cone. Let's see if this is scrappable, because it feels like a bigger object. Okay. Workshop mode. Oh, nope, this doesn't look scrappable. Oh, no, I'm not in workshop. Because I can can store these things, but I can't store this. Okay, good to know. We'll just push it out. I think it's stuck on my legs. Let's grab the cone. Good thing we didn't bring in both, because I don't need more junk in my settlement. I need less. I just brought it in further, didn't I? Oh boy. Alright, let's leave that problem for a little later. Let's keep bringing in junk from the store. Jamaica Plain is an interesting little side quest. Because you have a bunch of raiders that think the treasure is like a real treasure, and they really come in looking to like get really rich off of it. It's a cool setup. I don't understand why that's separate from the buildable area though. Does scrapping this junk? Hold up, because this is junk. Let me just see. If I scrap this antifreeze bottle, did that give us anything back? No, it didn't. Uh-oh, so what am I doing? Scrap. Store. Scrap. No, it is going down a little. Store. Yeah, okay, this is working. Slowly. Slowly, it's working. That was close. That was close. Did that do anything? No, I just dropped it. I don't want more junk. I want less junk. Wow, that was close. All right, that might be an off-screen task. Can I scrap the lunchbox now that it's been opened? No, so I think we have to pick it up. Preston has a lot of doubts about my methods. And in retrospect, I don't blame him because I am acting like a crazy person. Crazy. I shouldn't use crazy as a derogatory word. I am acting a little manic with pulling a bunch of garbage into a settlement that's already full. He doesn't know my plan, but he should trust me by now. We've restored so many settlements together. Somebody in the comments last time asked which settlement I would live in, if I could live in any of them. And I haven't answered yet because I truly do not know. I think we've got to do like a review of every settlement that we've done so far and talk about like where personally I would be. The first one that came to mind was the vault-like build we did. Oh gosh, was it at County Crossing? I forget where it was. But just because it feels safe. And that would be my biggest priority. It's just feeling like I was somewhere safe, which is kind of ironic because a lot of my settlement builds are like very open air. Like Starlight Drive-In, I love that one, but it's all very, it just kind of faces a big central area. So probably not as safe, not the safest place to be for like a raider attack. I just saw a leg. Did you guys see a leg? Yeah, it's the skeleton. That's fine. He just is there, I guess. Telephone, I feel like has some weight to it. I also get a lot of questions if I'm going to do DLC locations. I'd love to. We should probably start doing at least the Far Harbor ones because I'm a little familiar with those. Sometimes if I've already built at a location before in my own game, I have a better sense of like what I would want to do there versus somewhere I've never built before. And I've never done the Nuka World DLC. I think there's a settlement location in that one. I've always been too scared to do the Nuka World DLC because I feel like it's going to make Preston hate me forever. And I couldn't live with that. I really couldn't. If I get the Securitron things to come back with us, I couldn't scrap them, could I? Because that would be a good thing to scrap. Oh, I see a trash can. I know we can kick a trash can. Oh, we can actually just fully pick it up. But it makes us move really slowly because it's heavy. That makes sense. The trash can texture is so gorgeous. And I think I just think that because I'm working on a game right now where I am doing all the art myself, and I drew a trash can texture. So I've spent probably more than the average amount of time thinking about the texture of trash cans in the past week or so. Cutting board, take a bowl. But the trash can in this game especially, just gorgeous. Hey, we got more tires. We got another can. The trash cans feel big. This feels promising that it's even slowing us down to carry it back to our trash haul. We're going to get there. I'm so determined to build some guard posts around here and collect some more settlers. We are going to get this done. I also like, there's just a part of me that likes how they keep opening the doors to the barracks and leaving themselves exposed. If that's what they want to do, I can't stop them. There's just a part of me that loves to self-impose a challenge like that a little bit, which I also had an idea for a sanctuary build challenge. I guess it's not my idea at all because people have done sanctuary build challenges where the only thing is you can't leave sanctuary. Like that's it. You can't go buy materials. You obviously can't have buy mode on. I think there's one exception where you can go get the trader who comes in there, Trash Can Carla. You can get Trash Can Carla. She starts her walk once you talk to her for the first time. Then she starts doing her loop. But before that, she'll just stay where she is. So I think the only exception in the challenge is that you can go talk to Trash Can Carla and then you have to go back to Sanctuary and stay there. I would love to do that if I can find time to do a new series like that. But we'll leave the tires so we can maybe move that thing out of there. I think limitations are kind of fun. Store that. Oh, see, the camera brought us down a little bit. Telephone. Yeah, it's pulling it down. Heck yeah. Teddy bear will keep. And now we have the chessboard and blast radius set for the cozy barracks. Okay, that got us somewhere. We're not turning this off. This is still very much on. I just want to bump this clear path out of the way because it was getting stuck on the curb. There we go. If you can't scrap it, get rid. Look at all this nice junk though. I can't bring this whole table, can I? No, the table seems stuck. Just in case we find another use for the tire, I'm going to keep the tire there. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I'll keep that. Let's drop the board games in here, and then I think we will wrap up for the week. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. That's also not what I meant to do. That's also not what I meant to do. There we go. Third time's the charm. Oh, boy. Oh, no, we put those in the workshop. So we've got to go over to the workshop, which is in the clinic, which is a little odd, but I don't mind it. I think the aesthetics still work. Okay, okay. We've got some good junk in here. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Hey, they had some coffee cups too. We'll take all of those. A lot of these we will leave with you. What's the help wanted? I don't know. Ooh, plunger would probably be good in their bathroom, too. Okay. We're using it to decorate, Preston. Okay. I forget every command for the things that we're doing. Takes me a few tries. Okay, now we have the blast radius game. Now we have a chessboard. And what else did I pick up? A plunger for upstairs. Plunger, P, elemental P, and some coffee cups, right? Oh my god, I'm carrying literally 1,200 pounds. We want them each to be able to have coffee. Well, see, these coffee cups, they sit nicely in workshop mode, not like those desktop picture frames that fall through the floor. Here we go. And we'll do the plunger upstairs. There we we go. And games for game night. I just love the idea of them having the option, you know? And we'll do this other one by hand. So we can settle in here. Oh, that's so lovely. Gorgeous. All right, well, I think that is about it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, the General of the Minutemen, as we work together to make the Commonwealth a better place, one settlement at a time. I have a playlist. I will add this to the playlist of all the builds that I've done so far. I have so much fun doing this series. You guys are amazing and so helpful and just the best. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark the location on your map.